Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another VOD breakdown. Today we're going to be talking about FURIA versus 100 Thieves. And man, I just got to start with this. I mean, look at this guy's tweet, man. If I lose today, I retire. I don't even know who I'm playing, to be honest. And he tweeted the FURIA team from, I don't even know how long ago this was, bro. 1 year, 2 years, or something like that, bro. Mazine's on it. Dog's in. QCK. I mean, oh my god, bro. The ultimate troll. So people were asking me some questions about this game. How does this happen? How does a Masters level team who almost, who went very far in the event, beat notable teams like PERIPHERALS, how do they fall to a team like FURIA who's 0-5? The answer is very simple, right? FURIA has literally everything to gain and nothing to lose. So if their coach or leader can apply this mentality to the team, people will start to play like that. And when you're playing like you have nothing to lose, when you're playing like not necessarily that you don't care, but you have everything to gain, you become a different player. Now, my personal experience with this team in scrims, I mean, they're pretty lights out. Okay, Havoc, MW, Khalil, I mean, literally everybody. Like, no one is excluded in this. These guys do not give you an inch. They fight to the death. They play with full confidence. Another thing you have to understand about 100 Thieves, they have showed so much. They won the Americas League, and then they went to an international tournament. When you go to these international tournaments, guys, you show everything. You absolutely give it your best shot possible to win because of what's on the line, right? The points you can earn for champs at the end of the year. Absolutely. You can't fumble it. You can't play safe in a Masters tournament. You got to leave it all out there, okay? So 100 Thieves now is in a position where, okay, they've shown literally everything. They won the Americas League and they went to Masters. Tendencies, anti-strats, utility meaning, utility usage, ult usage, whatever, positioning, opping. These FURIA coaches should have everything on 100 Thieves. Okay, T-Dog, I get it. They've showed a lot. What does that mean for FURIA? For FURIA, they can literally design game plans around these details if they want to. They have a completely new team, right? They have a completely new team. Bringing in this Zan player, okay? They have a completely new team with a new dynamic, right? They can run things that haven't been seen before. They can run things from their old teams. They can run new things that they came up with, okay? They put themselves in a position where they are just unknown, right? So when 100 Thieves really has to catch up and problem solve and figure this type of stuff out, on top of the fact, not making that many mistakes, on top of the fact that FURIA kind of knows where they're moving, what they're doing, why they're doing it. So I know that was a little ranty. Sorry if that bored you, but I did want to kind of just like put that out there and basically explain why a 2-0 loss like this for 100 Thieves not only is possible, but I mean, I'd go as far as to say acceptable, right? I would expect 100 Thieves to lose to a team like this, okay, compared to another team in the Americas League that they're going to play, right? So, what does that mean? How do we see it? I want to try to showcase it in this round here a little bit, where I think FURIA had a really cool idea with how to play when they were one-off stage res. So they're going for this kind of like B main / yellow default, which is extremely common on this Sage comp. I'd go as far as to say this is the only thing that you can do on it. Taking B main slowly, letting the orb go down, darting to yellow, having the jet run across, maybe 1 or 2 people follow him trying to trade him out. Here it is. I'm kind of confused why Bang broke his own dart there and not Boostio, but at the end of the day, it's not the worst thing in the world. Nazar makes a nice play here, getting the trade onto him, running through the smoke. But now look at this situation, right? So what does this mean, right? Again, in Valorant, things mean things. Body language, utility usage, it means things. Who carries the bomb in this composition? Sage, right? What does the Sage wall on the bomb site mean? He's going to try to plant, right? So they're really playing into that idea, and look at the rotations from 100 Thieves. EU is kind of just like watching mid, just in case this Viper is going to lurk. But they have this full A space. They're going to go back. They can get the bomb and they can go to A, or they can come back and they can get the res, right? And make them stay there even longer. So the space is slowly going to be taken. Zan is going to go back. He's going to get his orb. And again, this is really well played. They just have full control of this entire situation. Even though the bomb is down, they put the wall up. They get the res. Again, making it even more apparent that it's going to be B, right? The res is here, guys. They're still here. They're just waiting for their wall to come up. Just wait a second. MW a little lazy there trying to cross. And off of that body language again, Cryo now knows, whoa, why was that guy B-hopping running away and there's no util here, right? They're not even using the wall, they're using the orb in mid. Okay, they're crossing back. EU gets in a position to cut it off. There's a little bit of a crossfire kind of like set up in this A site, or at least they're watching, you know, both entrances. EU gets put down. I'm not going to get upset at him for this. They did break the turret. I think the only alternative play that he has in this situation is actually to trigger discipline and let these guys cross. If this clock was at 13 seconds, I really like this play, right? 15, 17 seconds, I really like this play because if you kill the bomb planner, right, the guy who has the bomb, you kill him and it drops on the ground, it gets really hard. But I think a trigger discipline, walking into this corner right here, okay, letting both of them pass and then having a really fast flank and full containment on them is going to outweigh the value of getting a kill here or whatever it is. So a little lazy there, rare EU mistake. 3v4 situation here. They do have knives. This is winnable. Crowd popped them a little preemptively. And he's kind of like rifling around right here, which is good. He's kind of like looking for the rifle fights that he would get with knives since he has an op. Asuna misses his flash there, or maybe it was intended to clear screens. Slowly angling out. FURIA some nice discipline. They're just sitting and waiting. Really nice shot there. Cryo with a trade in a 1v4. Gets put down, and FURIA are now on the board. I mean, this was one of the more confusing rounds to watch over anything. I just don't even know what is being said on 100 Thieves' side where stuff like this happens, but it's okay. FURIA starts the round with a mid poke, trying to have someone duel to the death and fight. Zan was trying to leverage the fact that he had res, so they were kind of looking for someone to be lazy over there and brawl. There's a little fight going on over there. Some utility was expended. They ended up using the Sage Wall here to actually get out and regroup into A. So Boostio is under the understanding here that, okay, you know, they just leveraged their res in mid. Now they're going to leverage it in A with a rush, right? They're planning to go here, okay? I don't know if it's a 5-0 strat where literally everyone is involved and there's no lurker, okay? But he's going to put his ult down here to scramble them. Bang has the line, okay? He's in a good position where he can see B, right? He knows that no one's there, so that's why A can be reinforced. A great start, right? So scramble ult is going to come online. We've talked about this before. What's a scramble ult? A scramble ult is when you're using an ult not really to do anything. When it's a killjoy ult, you don't even need it to detain people. You're using it to buy time or gain space. When it's a raze rocket, you're not even trying to kill someone with it. You're just popping it to scare the enemy, right? There's a lot of different versions of ways to scramble ult, but this is a good job here. Asuna, great first blood onto Khalil, who's being like a little lazy here, and he can kind of like play back sight still, right? The lockdown is online. You know, no one can really play for him. I don't know if Cryo is left-hand model and didn't see this guy, but I mean, what is this? Like, I guess he's running in the bomb site, revealed, audibly going up the rope, and then he was going to try to punish the res in jail where like the death was. So 4v4, MW is now detained, and now it's just like this like race. Who can get him first? Where's that detained guy? Where is he? Who can get him? Oh, fuck, I died. Like, what is this? Just reset the situation, right? If their duelist is detained, in my opinion, they can't really like take the space, right? Like they're gonna have to sit and like wait. Maybe we could form some sort of crossfire, some sort of up-down hold, anything like that. It gets a flashless comp. I don't know. I think anything other than nothing. Boostio then kind of like panics and run through the wall. EU only good for one, and bang. Classic Viper jail on ICEBOX here. Left into just another unwinnable clutch situation. So 100 Thieves had a nice start, right, bringing out the operator, and Asuna had two insane rounds, one 1v3, 1v2, and one 4K, but I mean, FURIA have really like made this half, you know, when they got what they wanted out of it, right? No pistol round win, and they end up getting 6. That's not bad at all. So 100 Thieves here win their second pistol round, their second anti-eco, and now they're looking to win their second bonus. They're going to start off with a planned kind of like a poke into an exec here, and we're just going to try to pay attention to this Sage and see how he controls the pace, like with his utility on this bomb site, and like what his options are. So the Sage has really kind of been like, specifically on ICEBOX, it's just been like a pace controller. So what I mean by that is, you know, you have walls maybe used like this, right? The middle position, the B position, right? Walling off one of the sides at A, forcing them into, you know, one choke point. Anything like that is good. Going against a Sage, you need to really understand that you can't really just like rush instantly, right? Because if that aggressive wall gets placed somewhere, again, B main, mid, like whatever it is, and they have the confidence, they have the understanding that this is the only place that you can be, okay, people are going to over rotate in that regard, right? And they're going to make it the really strong side. So going for an A poke here, again, just super standard approach from FURIA, just keeping it simple. MW on an off angle here isn't going to be able to get this kill. A little bit of a whiff, hasn't been having the best game. They're going to get backed up into sight here, and here's our slow, right? So the slow's sitting there. They can't push through it. They have to wait, right? Next comes the wall. So he could have played on top of the wall. I think he elects not to just because he has 3 people with him. So maybe this would be a play if he was more on the weak side. He would play on the wall, look for a little like cheeky off-angle kill. But I mean, this is just good discipline in general, knowing to not go for this play. Because watch out, Hunter Thieves are aware of it, right? They know that this is one of the few possibilities that Sage has, right? You know, they're making sure he doesn't push through. They're making sure he's not on it. And again, we're going for like a little poke here. So similar approach to how Hunter Thieves play it. Basically everybody. Viper's keeping the line, right? Killjoy's kind of like reinforcing mid, making sure there's no lurk, and then you kind of have like a 3-pack on A doing something. Great, you know. Bomb site hit is going to come in here. First blood in the way of Hunter Thieves. Asuna kind of like been baited on this upper position. We got a kill, could potentially reset. We call for a triple swing. Trades go our way just a little bit, and it gets dropped into a 1v1. Hunter Thieves really had the opportunity to reset the situation once or twice in this A bomb site, but they really just wanted to keep fighting. And that was kind of like a confusing approach to me, specifically based on the fact that no one was like lurking. So there's no pressure outside of the map, so I feel like these guys have no responsibility other than to fight, right? So let's pay attention to the minimap here. After the first blood, right, Asuna jumped up to the top with the bomb being planted. Cryo is actually going with him. And for whatever reason, Asuna, I mean, look how far forward he is, right? I don't know if he thinks that Cryo is with him, but Cryo bails out. EU's calling for like this double swing, or someone's calling for this double swing over here. They get a trade. Zen's going to get one and fall. Havoc's going to trade. And again, left in like the 1v1 here. So kind of like a super easy cleanup for FURIA. A round they didn't even really need to try hard. And Khalil's going to end up winning this 1v1 on good timing here against Boostio. Because he knew the flank was possible, so he had to gamble a little bit there. I think he tried to play for everything too much. This is an awesome call here from Boostio. He's starting to understand how they're playing the map, that they're operating on these lines, and that they're stacking the A site. So he's going to do a big misdirection here, right? Guys, let's throw our util here. Let's poke around. Let's break their Sova util, and let's get ready to regroup to B. Khalil is just keeping the line, or Havoc's just keeping the line. We don't exactly know who it is. But we know someone's there. And this is just a weird showcase from FURIA here. I'm not going to sit here and grill them too hard because they ended up winning the map, potentially off of this. But they won the last round. But they're saving, right? So it plays into the fact that only one gun was online, right? Which I understand. And then Khalil's going to kind of do like a ranked play. This is something that I would do in ranked when like I'm bored. You know what I mean by that? Like, I had to fill Viper in ranked. Like they keep going A, they never go B. I'm just going to like walk up, one of these rounds. It is a good round to do it. Just because, we are at a big disadvantage, so we do need to equalize or potentially make a play. He has the gun. He has the right to make a play, right? I just think it's unretrievable, which is like the weird part, like for me. He isn't like involved in like the A fight, going for like a poke somewhere, and when the gun falls down, his teammate can pick it up. He's just in this like really forward position, and Hunter Thieves have nice discipline here, just not even making sound. Really respect that. A lot of people just lazily run up here right now. Looking for another here. Ends up fighting the strong side versus the weak. He couldn't really tell which was which. Now they reset, slowing it down. Drone coming through, and the movement starts to happen. Lucio's going to call. There's been nothing towards him. He's okay. He doesn't need really any help here. No one's pushed over here. Resetting, going slow. Just getting ready to make a plan here. It could be a mid-site push with our mosh pit that we have. It could be a snowman push. Anything like that could be viable. EU also has Hunter's Fury online, so he does need to bait a little bit here. Everybody's grouped up after breaking some Killjoy utility in mid. FURIA left in a position to gamble just because they don't have info anymore. Yellow Dart comes in, Havoc trying to duel. There's that mid-site mosh pit we talked about. And notice how the wall hasn't gone up. Like, yes, Bang is dead, but they're just trying to force them out of mid-site, right? They wouldn't want to put the wall up in this situation anyway, letting them get close-range fights. Nice timing here. 3v2 situation. Headshot from Asuna. Nazar, 1v2 situation. Finds EU. Boostio peeks on timing. A little risky here. Has to reload. Pretty hard situation. Up, down, hold. Not letting him even get out. Well played from 100 Thieves. So another situation where the call here is good. It's right. But at the end of the day, it's Valorant, right? And if you miss the trades, you miss the fundamentals, you will lose, no matter how good the call or the setup or the play was. So 100 Thieves are going to go for a kill here with their Hunter's Fury, not an exec. This is probably them playing into their own anti-strat. I'm sure EU goes for this play a lot. Okay, he's got a dart landing. He gets a tag. He's going to rip it. Cryo is really forward. Okay, aggressing with it. He's getting put down really low. EU gets a double ping. Look at the rotations here from FURIA, right? Just fully caught off by this, right? Oh, they're doing the exec. They're doing the exec. We know he likes to do the Hunter's Fury exec when he has it. He likes to do it today, right? Khalil, again, putting himself in a forward position, being aggressive, right? You don't see Khalil in a position like this. Okay, Snowman. This is what's called layer 3, okay? Then we have layer 2, okay? And then we kind of have like layer 1 here. So he starts in layer 1, and he will stay in it until he is pushed off. Okay, this is a concept you have to understand as a Viper player. You cannot be a pussy. If you don't have this B line, okay, you're really not going to have any info on this type of map. You have to get up in their face, right? Now you got to be careful. Okay, you can't just like walk up and die every round, right? There's reason with it, okay? You need to understand when I can sit and when I can't, and especially if we have like a count on where the players are, you know, what that means and what I can do with it, but that's a whole nother topic. Anyway, I mean, the guy's an incredible round here, and to be honest with you, he's been playing lights out. I mean, he's really like shown that he's like here for a reason. I mean, look at that. I mean, he is just shitting on him. Something stinks. 2v5 situation. Cryo just looking for a timing here. Can't get it. EU now 1v5 shut down. So flawless with an ult invested. A really nice round from FURIA there on the behalf of Khalil Masterclass. So a lockdown play going to come online here for 100 Thieves, putting it in this B position. And what the call here seems to be is that they're actually going to make an aggressive kind of like a mid-site infest, okay, where you really just get in there, right? Pushing it, taking it all, so that Havoc is in a position where he can't just like plop his ult down, you know, in one of these like aggressive spots and literally clear out everything, right? So a good call here from 100 Thieves, just another like failed kind of like mid-round or like post-plant execution where I feel like they're just operating so fast and they're just tripping and falling on their own ability. So Khalil's actually going to greed this detain to get a perfect time molly. To kind of like stops like the mid-side push. Take a look at the health here. So with that molly and the vulnerable with the decay, Cryo is chunked down to 2 body shots, Boostio 2 body shots, Bang 2 body shots, who actually ends up getting spammed here, right? So it's kind of confused to see them kind of like brute forcing that a little bit. I just feel like it was well played by Khalil, but at the end of the day, I think that they have to be able to be okay to like make that call. It's like either reset the situation, wait it out, go out wide danger, like whatever it is. Regardless, they get through, they take the mid-site space, right? Boostio's at a spot where he gets to peek into kitchen here. Okay, Cryo's bottom site. And on the call of kind of where the spam is coming from, EU now has a really nice line to ult with. So the spam on top of the molly drops the bomb down, right? So again, the bomb is not planted, right? Okay, Boostio kind of has this top side position. Cryo has this bottom side position, right? And now we're going for kills with the Hunter's Furies. This is really good for us. Zan stuck in a corner, ends up dying. Nazer ends up getting ping here, just fails to dodge this, right? And before we can either even like reset, we're just like running to mid-site. We're just like diving on the bomb. Like, all right, fuck it. You know, they're dying. Let's just jump out. I really think that they need to hold and just reset this situation. Let's watch this one more time here so we can kind of like see specifically on the mini-map what's going on. So Boostio ends up angling out there, right? He gets a nice shot into Khalil. Cryo kind of abandons the snowman position now, trying to fight with Boostio. He peeks too early. Boostio falls off, right? MW has now angled out with his op and gets to clean up EU. So all of this happening within 2-3 seconds there. It's just a little too fast. So after an unreal round from Cryo, okay, an ace to keep this series alive. Sorry, this map, excuse me. FURIA come out stone cold, like they weren't even affected by it. I mean, a literal perfect call for this situation. Kind of like operating on the fact that 100 Thieves are going to continue to kind of like run around and like do kind of like crazy shit like they have been, right? And we're going to like abuse that. So we start on a 3-1-1 going for like a mid poke here, right? A little quicker. Updraft onto the tube, really kind of like scaring Boostio a little bit here, calling for like help, right? Now watch, look at this rotation here. The op dragged all the way away, right? The op already dragged all the way away from B. Okay, Austin is starting to cheat away from A. Okay, really good start, right? We're just shaking him. Okay, never mind. Austin is staying a little longer than I thought he would. He's just holding belt. Drone ends up coming through. He's trying to break it for you. So nice. Really good here. Turret and alarm bot are broken. Mid is a huge gap now. It's something we have to deal with. So now the help from A will come through. Excuse me. It's going to be you, other than Austin. Austin is sitting here holding an angle here. So now the regroup comes to A. Okay, we're going part by part, right? Very nice call. Regrouping. Listen, boys, they droned through A. We got to be careful of this, right? Havoc goes for a jump spot here. Starts to angle out together. They kind of like recognize that mid is this gap, And I actually like the decision from 100 Thieves here. A little bit of a gamble where it's like, it's a little too quiet over here. Yes, someone could be lurking, but, you know, let's get ready for, like, bomb site hits, right? Like, this guy might be inserted. They're going to get ready to, like, hit a site, and he might be able to make a play. Just be aware of it, boys, okay? Got it. 50 seconds here. Rechargeables are coming up. Ew, barely sees his head. Can't convert the kill just yet. Dizzy thrown, picked up. Slows are coming in. Who carries the bomb on this map? It's Sage, right? Sage is carrying the bomb. Here's the hit we were talking about. Here's the hit Boostio was mentioning. Wall is down. The tap comes through. 3-4 people are here. We're fighting. They're running away now. Asuna, B-hop jumping brain rot, dead. MW with the first blood. Boostio now stuck in a corner. The pressure's on. Where's the bomb? Going B. All because of how this round started and this repoke into A. I mean, an excellent call here, man. They have no idea. Look at the indecision from 100 Thieves. Oh, shit, they cut noise. They haven't planted yet. There's 16 seconds. Is this guy lurking mid? Oh, shit, I'm holding this side. I've moved my op all the way over. We don't have a B line. We don't have mid info, right? We're fighting on A. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. They never broke the fog of war. They never got past it. 13 seconds here, no wall. We need a VIP. We cannot let Zan die here. MW perfect rotate timing here. Boostio unfortunately going to let two of these guys fall here. Cleans them up. Havoc gets the kill onto Cryo. Just going for a little jiggle here. Notice how he's in fighting to the death. He's just trying to play for info, so this is an unwinnable 1v4 for Boostio. Very, very nice call from FURIA, especially in a setting like this, like overtime. So I really like FURIA's game plan here. Zix just took a timeout, and I'm sure he's calling something along the lines of, like, guys, make sure we're abusing this guy on B. He's face-checking it every round, right? He's always starting in this layer 1, right? He's in aggro position. We can punish him. Okay, we had the opportunity to do it earlier, but he got that insane 3K on us, unfortunate. So the A-poke's going to come out here, right? Flash dart coming through. MW looking for a really aggro kill. He gets revealed, then he dashes away. Zand is now in a really, really forward position nest. He should be calling out, like, footsteps right here, right? He should be calling out who's here, what they're doing, and how they're doing it, right? So Asuna actually elects to not even get this Dizzy. I think Dizzy is still on the ground here. And then the dart scans nothing. Wee-oo. They are not A. They are not. They're backed up A. I mean, Khalil has to be more aware in a position like this when noise is being cut and a teammate is in a forward position like this. I mean, I guess he doesn't hear them running away, but you know, maybe you can call this timing. But I just feel like how many times you gonna reach into the cookie jar and not get caught? I mean, this is just laziness. He's gonna get cut down here, and now this round should be over. But oh man. 100 Thieves are just going to panic in this scenario once again. Free bomb plant. Wall goes up. I don't know why literally every single person is yellow right now, but they are. And Boostio's going to get punished because he's crossing. Bang, alone in mid-sight. Punished. No wall, no fuel. A 5v4 turned 3v4. Op is posted. Rifles are going to be able to slowly walk up. Retake's going to come in. Double slow, shock. Recon coming through. E with a nice tags. Trying to break the wall here. No one can even peek yellow. He can't even get a full updraft here. 2v3. Zand is just sticking. They're just holding. They're out of ammo. And he ends up getting the defuse off. Okay, something that's happened so many times. Okay, like I'm sure for this guy in practice, finally gets to execute it in game. But 100 Thieves really just failing in their own kind of like game plan or what they want to do. Whether it's a lapse of communication, people being flustered, I can't actually put a pin in it. Really interesting Haven comp coming out here in the first Haven game that I've get to actually seen in the Americas here, or just VCT in general. So we have like a really big like pace setting, bomb site hitting kind of core here with this Breach Gecko Neon. Not a lot of places to play on these bomb sites. We see Asuna bringing out the KO, which I really like. Being able to suppress people, right? Turn off abilities, open up possibilities for lurks, right? A different kind of like approach to this flash initiator, where I feel like a lot of people understand the dimensions or, you know, what Breach brings to the table, what he can do. And then, you know, with KO on the table, it's kind of a curveball for people to kind of like deal with, right? The flashes, the scaling potential, okay, bringing in the fragment even though it is a little weak, and again, like that suppression, people aren't really able to rely on, you know, their paranoias, right, their cipher trips or killjoy utility, whatever it might be. So they're going to start off with kind of like an A-line development over here as 100 Thieves. They end up getting scanned. Okay, they get a triple ping here, and in normal fashion, they're going to kind of back up off this long angle, and they're going to go play for short now. Boostio's in a position to deny the bomb plan. He can shift as he wants. Bang, and that timing of that A start is now got a really deep insert towards C. And you can kind of hear people coming back. He hears the Nyan, he hears a couple steps. So I don't understand why this gap is even being entertained, right? The mistake that's kind of like being made here, that at least I guess is happening on A, that I'm less mad about, is they're just playing for everything, right? One guy B, one guy C, one guy garage. We need to group up and use our numbers in situations like this. We're going to have to get in front of this utility, okay? If we don't get in front of this utility, it's going to smother us, and we're not going to be able to trade, and it's not going to work. So Bang in a forward position. Cryo barely gets there in time to play off of him. Bang unfortunately going for a right click there instantly. Cryo trying to get one with his dash, okay? Has to back up stun. Boostio's just fighting the wrong side here, I feel like. If he was in a position to actually punish MW with this chase down of his, like, Neon here, they actually probably would have won this round because this flood would have happened a lot easier, but I'll back it up a second. You can see how Boostio is kind of going, like, wide here, like, really, like, trying to, like, angle out, like, to get, like, a kill on a suspecting, like, an unsuspecting target running up long, and in that timing, he's not ready for this MW fight, right? MW comes around with a insta-dink, another right click onto Cryo, still tip of the spear, pushing through, looking for another kill with his utility. The flood's been stopped. Triple face for backside here. Trades go Furia's way, and they're on the board with a pistol on a very attack-sided map. This just might be an approach that 100 Thieves is either just trying to run or testing. It could potentially be some sort of anti-strat, but I don't think so since this is Haven and this is a new team. But they're really looking to get this deep bang insert here where you can kind of like play far forward and not in the bomb site. And I guess it kind of like comes down to the idea that like, again, like they have this really like difficult like pack to deal with. Okay, this Neon Breach Gecko, he wants to be in front of the utility. He doesn't want to sit in sight and die to it. So he's going to get escorted down here by Cryo using his operator, and we're going to start in like the same 2-1-2 setup that we normally did. Again, establishing the A line here, trying to make it seem like the opposite here, maybe. Okay, suppression and a shot comes in. We get a 4 ping, so in that time, Bang is going to take big space here, right? The main thing that the main mistake that's kind of like made here, I think personally, is that I think that Cryo should have been the one to stay. Rotating the op can kind of be like dangerous in a situation like this because you don't really have value, right? You can't really be a flooding player, right? You can't really just jump out of heaven or run out spawn with your rifle and kill. And on top of that, check out this ability. I mean, that is really good to use against the flood. So he's out of range for like a sight smoke for people to play around, I'm pretty sure. And it probably isn't even realistic for him to go in his smoke form. It's too risky. So he definitely should have been a little more selfish here and rotated over saying, you know, you got this, you got the op, you sit here and wait, right? Last time that they started A, they actually ended up going back to C, right? So just, I don't want to call it distrust, but it just seems like they aren't making like a plan in time. Because like right now, like what's this, right? EU's pulling out of the bomb site. Boostio's looking for the B lurk with Cryo, right? And Austin is just in here. He's like, all right, I got it. Just help me. Just throw me something. So he ends up pulling away. He's actually going to get one before he gets out. Nice reveal here from EU. Nowzer's just going to go for an insane, just like, I don't even know what this was. Like, actual bull in a China shot moment just sprinting up. So EU, on that timing that he thinks that they are rushing spawn or doing something, he jumps out of heaven. He's going to get 1.5 here. He gets sat down. MW still angling out a little bit. Op rings. I mean, this is just insane. I can't even believe they're still peeking. This is literally ridiculous. They just don't care. I mean, it's just very obvious that they just do not care. Wall to slow him down. Suppression coming out. Cryo jumping out with his op. Gets one. Austin dies first. Havoc with the trade here, and Khalil peaks on timing. So Furia building momentum, winning this bonus round on behalf of 100 Thieves, really not having a defensive game plan right now. So by the grace of God, 100 Thieves are going to win this round, and it's going to be their third and final round win of this defense side of Haven here. Furia are going to continue to push the pace and play very fast. Okay, what's on line here? Okay, that's right, an Omen ult. Khalil has Omen ult. So positions, okay, that I'm marking, no one's in a spot to actually like hear or listen or stop this from happening. They're playing double extremity, leaving B completely open, trusting the retake, okay? And they're in a position where, again, like, I don't really feel like they're reading into, like, what Furia are doing enough. Here we go. Running into B again. It's actually going to be a C-Link extension. Khalil's in a spot where if MW got contact, he would have blinded. Bang. Running with his smoke form and dying. Boostio just getting lucky that he didn't die here since his spacing was good. What's this? I mean, what was that? I mean, this isn't like a 3v1 situation where if we trade and kill this guy, we win. Okay, let me pause this real quick. What do these do? What's this? 2 flashbangs. I mean, this is literally crew heat right here in playoffs, just forgetting that he has utility. Why is this trade so urgent right now? Why can't we throw a flash? Fuck it, throw a second flash. Right-click him twice. Right-click him twice. I would rather you do that, okay, and lose the round than do this and win it. I mean, I can't believe that this is the instinctual decision that he wants to make here. All right, fuck it, I'll trade me. I'm going to jump across. Dude, you have full utility, okay? And I feel like these decisions that Thieves are making are just making it so hard for them to win these maps. Credit where credit's due. FURIA's having a great game, and they're sticking to their game plan, but I'd just like to showcase that sometimes Valorant is just such a random game. I think of Valorant as a game where anyone can win. I don't care how good you are. I don't care what you've done. I don't care where you are currently. Like, whatever it is, anyone can win in Valorant if things go right. And this is a small example of that. So, again, a map that was lost in overtime, and then a very close map 2 here. I mean, this easily could have gone the way of 100 Thieves as well, right? If they were, like, a little sharper today and a couple more things went their way rather than not. Watch like the timing on this here. So the play here is for kind of to like Havoc do like an aggressive lurk, right, on the timing of them hitting C and being able to backstab the garage player, whatever it is. Look how close he is to hitting this alarm bot when Boostio dies. I mean, he is literally getting ready to shoot it. Boostio's getting caught out here with a stinger, right? He's drilled, okay, and he's dead now. I mean, he's literally on it. I mean, I actually think he is in the process of aggroing it when he dies. And with that, he gets a perfect, instantaneous garage timing. Instant. Like, pixel perfect timing. It couldn't have been better than this. And I'll tell you now that if this didn't happen, I think that 100 Thieves could have won this round. And it would have helped them potentially, like, you know, win this game. Havoc with an insane 2K here. They don't actually know if he's on or not, so he's mollying. He gets pushed through, but Bang had to invest so much time into doing that. Cryo has an op. They're going to go for it just because they're down and they need rounds here. They don't want to keep saving. Bomb's been smoked. Kind of a mistake here from Cryo. Opper diffuses, guys. Rifler plays, Opper diffuses. You come down to hitting a shot or whatever it is. Now, in this case, I'm not, you know, too upset just because they are both going for kills here, right? They weren't going to plan to instantly defuse there. But if it is a situation, right, 2v1, 3v2, whatever it is, the op will always defuse. You don't want to rely on one person hitting a body shot, and if they don't, then we lose the round, right? You want to take your time, let a rifler be able to play out that situation and do whatever he needs to do in it. Cryo's gonna die. MW's gonna sound bait, keep spamming, sliding. FURIA up to 7, and Khalil is just having a series. I mean, I'd personally like to argue on the behalf of 100 Thieves here that I honestly just think that they have the best utility usage in that game. The lineups they have, the way they time things, where things go, I just don't really think, off the top of my head, I can think of a team who does it better. I think G2 is up there, but I mean, this team, I just feel like every dart has a flash, every dart he throws is getting a scan. Austin knows where he should put his flashes based on where Cryo's going. Boostio has great, like, different styles of mollies that he's throwing. Some to stop aggression, some to clear out, you know, corners or spots, right? I think their bind comp is like a testament to that, right? Like the fade gecko. I mean, they have so many different ways to execute bomb sites. And we're just going to break this piss around down here and kind of like see what the goal is. So with the KO, it seems like the idea here was that they were trying to knife the Killjoy to make the garage utility go down, where they could kind of like backstab and like sneak in through garage, aka make it seem like C is getting rushed, but the real kind of like play is happening like in garage here, right? So the exec utility is going to get thrown here, right? They're really making it seem like it's a 5-out hit. Khalil's going to jump spot C1, throw a smoke, right? Getting ready to go here. Crowd's going to dash in it, and it's going to be a double flash play. So the first flash was to get him in. The second flash was for the dart, and now it's going to get double scans, and that is going to make this entry so easy. They know exactly where they are. No matter if the flood comes in to help, the trades are going to come through. Havoc left in a 1v3 situation here, just completely out of the round, and just a really nice example of how to combo and use utility as a team. Obviously, it's really hard to see that, like the POVs there, but I just feel like the plans and the plays that they make in these situations with their util are just so good on this team. So 100 Thieves have now won 5 in a row. I'll say it now, FURIA is starting to get a little nervous. Okay, they're like, oh shit, right? This game isn't actually over. We were up 9-3, now we're kind of letting it slip. So eco round, a little bit of a gamble play here. 4-1, something you're going to see very often on maps like Haven, maps like Lotus, maps in general when you're broke, right? You're going to take a risk, you're going to make a play. I'm a little confused here that 100 Thieves continue to push this pace and play a little risky, and I just feel like so many people are trying to do the same thing. And I just don't really understand it. So what I'm going to talk about here is this A long take, this lobby take, right? How do you get out of A long, right? Usually it's going to be a combination of a little jet smoke or a cage here, dart here, knife here, stun here, whatever it is. Might be able to throw a flash. Omen likes to TP into this position that's being pinged right now. Great. Right? Great. We don't need everyone grouping in. We don't need everyone running in and getting stunned. I personally don't believe that. I think it's fine for people to play anti-stun. I think it's fine for people to literally start in a position like EU, right? Just being out of the situation and making sure that space is created and people can play properly. But Asuna, Bang, okay, and Cryo are all going to bunch up in lobby here, all trying to do the same thing. So Knife is going to come out for Ago Short. Smoke's going to come down on the ground here. Bang's going to TP in. We're all on the same line, right? Like, Austin isn't, like, throwing his knife and, like, going here and, like, dodging the stun, right? Or he's not throwing his knife from, like, here, okay? Like, making sure there's, like, nice distance, okay? Cryo isn't smoking the ground and waiting because Bang is the one who's getting out. I mean, everybody's just getting stunned here. This is just crazy in the setting that we're letting this happen. Shotgun doesn't get value. Zan's going to get a one-tap with a Khalil one-tap, a second one at that. 2v4 situation now. I mean, not even 15 seconds into the round. Long gets fully cleared. They're looking to see if he kind of like snuck out. They find Bang. They know Boostio's the missing one, using utility on him. Bang can't make a play, and Boostio's spammed. I mean, Khalil is just so online right now, and he's just frying everybody. It's not even funny. And again, I think with the context, I can't believe that 100 Thieves put themselves in a position where they could be ecoed after like surmounting like this comeback. Because I think if they brought this to map 3, they would have won it. So we're jumping into the middle of the round here, a lot going on. We'll kind of break it down. We started with this kind of like back and forth here. 100 Thieves initially wanted to do a B tap or a B plant. Okay, they get stuffed a little bit. They end up going to clear a lobby where MW0 was. They push him back. And FURIA, after losing 2 kind of like rounds to 100 Thieves hero plays, and now it being tied up 10-10 when it was previously 8-10, they're now in a position where they opt to go for like a little bit of a gamble based on the ults that they have online here, which I think is like a good call. So 100 Thieves are going to end up re-hitting B here. Let's kind of see how they enter and what they do. I think the main mistake that they make here is they don't actually like extend anywhere. They're just comfortable sitting in the bomb site. This needed to be a C-link push. This needed to be an A-link push. Anything along the lines of that is good. I mean, look at what you're going up against here, okay? We have the Breacher online. We have the Mosh online, right? We have like the Alienware online. We can't play in this bomb site, guys. We're just going to get swarmed. They're just going to fully retake this, and it's going to be impossible. So look at the furthest player, right? No one's even helping getting the bomb down. I don't know why they think this. This could have been some sort of read that someone had where like they were playing like, I don't know, somewhere forward on like A or C where the breach ult was out of position, right? But at 38 seconds, Bang's trying to get the bomb down, which is impossible. And this is the furthest spot that we're in, right? This line right here. We're not in backside, creating some sort of crossfire. We're not pushed into one of the links over here, stopping them, making them use the ult earlier than they want to, which is very easy for FURIA here. And we've talked about hero plays. We've talked about Valorant being random. At the end of the day, sometimes that's what it is. Trades go in the way of FURIA just to begin with, right? Putting in a 4v3. Okay, Bang's going to get 1. Look at Khalil flicking his TP here. He's going to go up instead of running away. In the Killjoy ult, he's going to get 2 more with it. And then he's going to get detained trying to run away. 2v1 situation right now for EU before that detainment kind of goes away. Now they're just jiggling, playing for the info. Ends up eating a bullet in the head there. Nice dink. Khalil retakes the space. Kill EU. This guy is frying them. There's nothing they can do about him. He's just doing whatever he wants. Another great start from 100 Thieves that just falls apart in this mid-round post-plant retake situation. I don't understand. Watch a really nice play here from Cryo dodging this and actually picking off Zan here. I mean, the round is just over at this point, right? It's a huge, huge player to lose. One of the more important ones on this attack in overtime. Okay, the wall. Just by getting the wall up, right? Just by throwing that wall on a smoke. Look at what has happened to 100 Thieves. They're out of smokes now, okay? They have drawn the attention of 5 people towards this bomb site. I understand that they're trying to flood, right? But they've forfeited all this space, right? No A line, no C line, no good information anywhere, okay? FURIA are making them go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. They throw a smoke, they kind of cut noise, they re-get into the bomb site, right? Bang's not in a position to use his paranoia here, which is the main thing that I really don't like. A nice reset comes out here. They're getting ready to go. Stun paranoia comes in. Double blind. Bang dead. Boostio trying to kind of like play around this position here. Really weird spot that he's in. He's going to get a nice timing on the left here. He's going to get one as FURIA. Look at the proactivity. Already taking garage before the bomb is even planted, right? Flash comes in. Cryo, 1 HP here. Boostio needs to recognize that and let him go first. Boostio needs to be way more selfish in that situation. He's wide swinging an angle when there's a jet behind him on 10 HP with a classic. And Nazar has just shown to be a force in these post-plant situations. I mean, when they get him in the bomb site, I mean, he's hard to deal with. They're going to run back their pistol round exec here. Great call. 4-1 setup coming in for FURIA. Their bread and butter. Not good enough. Hunter Thieves ready to get into the bomb site here. Good timing. This our garage is in open position here. That Bang has snuck into. Havoc's going to get caught out being kind of really lazy here in my opinion. I don't really know why he's unaware of this 5v4 situation. Boostio game on the line. Rare whiff from the kid. 4v4 situation now. That was the map to close out. If he could get one or even two there, it's over. It is over. Still a 4v4. Hunter Thieves in the advantage of the bomb being down, right? Flash goes into the smoke to buy some time. On that, MW peak spawn. Trades go in favor of 100 Thieves. 2v2 now. Great stun from Nazar. They end up sidestepping it. 1v1 situation. The actual series MVP right now versus Asuna. Knows that he's off. He's immediately going to go for a swing here. Just really surprising to me. Khalil keeps this team alive. This guy is unstoppable right now. I don't want to go as far as to say that when Hunter Thieves rely on these big crazy executes with util going in all the positions and just this like perfect world drop, but I feel like this team needs to default more in situations like when it really like matters. I think the calls are good in terms like pace change, catching someone off guard, right? Maybe doing it again because it it hasn't stopped working. But I think these rounds are very close. I feel like FURIA is gambling. They're constantly in like a 1-4, a 1-3-1 random setup, and I think that 100 Thieves are just confident enough. I mean, God bless them. They're confident enough to literally just run into 4 if they're there. If there's 4, there's 4. Fuck it, guys, let's go. So we're gonna kind of see that happen again here. Okay, CXEC coming out instantly. Drone getting no tag. Havoc dropping a molly. Updraft dash goes through. Bomb site's empty. So what do we have? A lot is the answer. Shocks online, Recon online, right? Paranoia online, Double Flash online, Fragment online. We have a lot to hold this with, right? We can need to extend either into Garage or Spawn here and get ready to fight. Cryo's in a forward position, getting ready to do so. Excellent. Sitting in here with his shorty. This is a really good job from Nazar to actually stop the fight from coming through. The layering utility comes in here from Havoc. They go 3 for 0 on trades. Austin and EU get one apiece. 3v2 situation. Trying to peek the same side. Khalil cleans them up. And I mean, that was a big, big win for FURIA, and it was personal for them, absolutely. MW saying, sit down there. Talking to Boostio. Boostio saying that they're 1-5, laughing about it, being a good sport. Respect to Boostio, bro. So immediately before anything, the first thing I'd like to highlight are the stat lines between these two players. We have Khalil and we have Bang. Bang absolutely puts up this performance that Khalil did more often than he puts up the performance that he was today. I feel like Bang, for whatever reason, is on like this like bitch roll. He's a line holder. He's a corner sitter. I mean, this guy needs to get active. That was the biggest mistake that I have seen on like the ICEBOX, but more so specifically the Haven. I mean, I don't remember a round where he did anything on Haven. He was constantly at the bottom of C long when they were hitting A. If he was in C, he was in some non-favorable position, either by himself or just getting hit by all the utility. We need to activate these guys who are just straight shooters, bro. And that's what FURIA did a really good job on in this game that 100 Thieves didn't. Bang never got online. Cryo, I'm not going to say that he didn't do his job. He had a good performance in terms of first kills, first deaths, but, he's a little quiet, not even having a 1 rating here. And, unfortunately, like when your supports are having like good games like this, it's kind of like hard when no one else can like capitalize off of it, right? But at the end of the day, this could have gone either way. That was not the sole reason why they lost. There's a lot of things that play into it, okay? Kind of like a more quieter performance from 3 people who usually kind of like pipe up in situations like this and kind of pop off. A lot of fundamental errors. We lost the Thrifty, which put us in overtime, right? We're losing some advantage situations in the ICEBOX that put us in overtime, and then we just kept rushing. What was like another weird thing where like they weren't really like defaulting, but that's their fucking style. So at the end of the day, I know that it works. I know that it's good. I'm not trying to tell them to reinvent it. I'm just pointing out things that I see. Really entertaining match. Looking forward to a hopeful rematch at some point. If FURIA can somehow like make playoffs, I think that would be insane if we could get a rematch of that. But that's all I have for you guys for today. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Open the description. Make sure you guys are with me on all the socials down below. I do stream on Twitch. Make sure you follow me there. If you're looking to get better at the game, join my Discord. Check out my coaching. I don't think, at least you can find anybody who offers it that's better or knows what they're talking about more. I appreciate all the support. Thank you for the feedback. Reminder, I read every single comment that I get on this channel. So if you guys are looking to give me feedback or you want to see a game, please let me know. I love breaking them down and I love connecting and talking with everybody. Again, thank you so very much. I'll see you in the next one. I got it here. Deuces.